campaign under restrictions. There's no big town hall meetings or big rallies that are permissible. So we are using traditional methods of knocking on doors, and then modern methods and digital methods of communicating via social media.
Some South Africans don't have confidence in the current leadership. That's according to findings of a recent Afrobarometer survey. Project leader Mikhail Moosa says citizens' trust in elected representatives has crumbled over the years and is the lowest compared to former President Jacob Zuma's term.
The paper that we published recently was based off the Afrobarometer survey, which we conducted earlier this year. So we went into field around May and June of 2021. It's a nationally representative public opinion survey. So we went across the country in all 9 provinces using a nationally representative sample of South Africans to make sure that we reflect as best as possible national public opinion. And we asked South Africans a series of questions about governance, their socioeconomic status. And one of the questions that we wanted to ask is how much trust do they have in their elected leaders and representatives? And what we find is that South Africans' trust in their elected representatives is at an all-time low. So we've been asking this question for about 15 years in South Africa, so we can compare levels of trust over time. And what we find is South Africans are more distrustful of their representatives and leaders now than at any other time since we've been surveying. So trust in the president, as you rightly mentioned, is very low at the moment, but it has been for quite a long time as well. So actually the levels of trust that we see in 2021 are actually slightly higher than the levels of trust we saw in 2015 under former President Jacob Zuma's second term. But what this essentially means for the here and now is that the sort of tough reforms that President Cyril Ramaphosa will have to implement going forward, whether it comes to the economy or health restrictions, he doesn't have the same sort of social capital and legitimacy that previous presidents would have had in earlier times. So I think the important thing to keep in mind is that trust has been eroded over many years.